Hey, so what's up, guys? So today I kind of want to pick back up where I left off in regards to, what you should invest in and how to find the right stocks for you to put your money into. So with these videos, I'm probably going to do maybe a 5 or maybe 10 part video, or maybe I just have to make a course or something, just to kind of help you in your mind be able to find the right stocks, being able to know where to put your money at that you're happy with. Because see, the goal is not about you just investing in what everybody else does. It's about you finding the right investments for you. And yes, some of those investments may be something that it's widely known and everybody thinks a good idea to put their money into, or vice versa. But this is to help you learn how to invest. It's about you growing your mind. It's about you being able to figure these things out for yourself. So guys, a real quick disclaimer: I am talking about stocks and information, but I am not a financial advisor. So you're encouraged to do your research behind whatever I'm saying on this channel. So there are several segments that you can break down and how you can find investments or what to invest in. And I actually have a few videos already up, which I'll probably make a playlist or something, and I'll just maybe link it in the description below, or put it up here, one of the cards or whatever. But there are several places where you can invest your money. But there are several segments and several ways that you can find the right stocks for you. So today I'm only going to cover just one, because I realized that when you're trying to learn how to invest, it can be a lot of information overload, and it's not necessarily easy to take everything in at one time, but you have to be able to start somewhere. So one of the things I recommend is that you create some type of list, whether you're writing the list down. I encourage you to write the list down, because when you're writing the list down, you kind of internalize, those things that you're writing down. So start to make a list of different stocks that you would want to invest in, or just a list that it says hey, research these stocks, and you can break them down into different groups. And so today can be one group, which is your personal interest. Now typically in investing, you hear everybody talking about, oh, you want to invest in something that's profitable. They always focus on about making money, and yes, that is the goal. You want to make money. Another reason can be just to have ownership, and it can also be fun because it's coming from something that you are personally interested in. Now granted, understand that things that you might be personally interested in might not be profitable and might not make money, and the stock may never do anything. But this is just to get you around being able to find things to research so that you will know what to invest in, or to consider what to invest in. So you can find so many different things to invest in. It's in your house, it's everywhere you go, it's outside, it's in the stores. The stores are filled with different things that you can invest in. You just might not see it that way, but literally you can invest in just about anything. Even for example, what you're watching this video on is YouTube. YouTube is owned by Google, and guess what? If you invest in Google, you invest in YouTube. So you have investments all around you. So one of the things you can do is you can start with interest, things that interest you, things that catch your eye, things that you love, things that you like, and you can start to write those things down and start to just take a look and then search and see if it's even available to invest in. And once you start to look in to see if it's available to invest in, if it is, then you're going to see some financial information there that you're able to look at, and it'll be able to tell you if that company is profitable or not. You can also look at the history of that stock and the history of that company and see what they're doing, and you can go from there. So what I encourage you to do is just maybe put an asterisk beside it, as one to, hey, let me go back and look at this because I really like this. I like what they're doing. I like their potential. I like where they're headed. And that could be something that you may be able to invest in the near future, or if you decide to pull the trigger now. So understand that investing in your interests, it means that sometimes that these particular stocks may be long-term and some may be short-term. Just because you invest in something today and it's doing good, it doesn't mean that it may always do good. Some companies will do well, long after you're gone. But the great thing about investing in stocks is that, when things aren't going so well for a company, and if you want to take your money out, then guess what you can do? You can take your money out and you can move it to something else. Now, of course, if you do that and you've made some money on that stock, then you will have to pay some taxes on the profit that you made, even though you're just selling it. You might not even take the cash out and just move into another investment, but you will have taxes to pay with that. A prime example is for myself. I used to be invested in Kraft, they make Kraft cheese, Kraft, all that stuff. They make a whole bunch of products that are in the grocery stores. And they're a pretty good company, but they weren't doing as well in the recent years. Now, Kraft is one of those companies I invested in because it made sense, at the time, which was like 11, 12 years ago, and it did pretty good. But when I started to notice things started to change with the company, and I wasn't really all that excited about it in the investment sense, as far as a stock, I decided to take my money out. And if you look at Kraft stock today, it has significantly decreased. They had went through like a merger, buyout, all the stuff with Heinz and all these different things. And I wasn't trying to stick around for any of that. So I moved my money out of it. And that's just to give you an example to say that, yes, there may be something that you are interested in. You may write it down. You may start to research and take a look at it and see what, everything's going good. And you may decide to put your money into it. And then 5 years from now, it's not going so good. It doesn't mean that you can just lose your money. It means that you can move your money out of it. But yes, one of the ways that you can find good investments is just searching through your interests and things that you like and things that you love to do. Another example for me is I invested in Facebook back when they first went public with their IPO, because I have a marketing company and I am around social media all the time, and I really liked what was happening on social media and the possibilities. And as you can see now, there's tons of possibilities and it's constantly growing. And so I decided to invest in it based off of my interest, but also based off of the interest of everyone around. Now, notice something that I said, not just my interest, but the interest of others. And that's something that I'm going to cover in another video about the marketplace and consumers as a whole and how our economy reacts to certain things and how you can find good investments like that. But I hope this is good enough for you to be able to start to compile a list of investments that you can start to research and take a look into. That way you start to kind of get the feel of what it is to research a company, or even how to find companies that you can invest in. And even with the companies that you may be looking up out of interest, you can also look at the companies that may be connected to them, or if there's any companies that play into the parts of creating that product or whatever it is, and you maybe find some good investments there as well. So as I stated, I'm going to do, several of these videos to help you just learn and find, what to invest in and how to start researching, how to kind of get in that mode of investing, so that way that you're not overwhelming yourself and you have some type of process that will help you to also learn in the same time. So as always, I'll see you guys on the next video. Hope this has been helpful, and peace.